By this point, you know just about everything you're going to need to know for round kicks. Now we'll go over some defensive work. Not only so you're aware for when you attack what an opponent might defend with, but in case you come up against someone with good kicks, now you have some defensive options. So when it comes to defending a kick, one of my first lines of defense is changing the range or messing with my opponent's distance. Typically when you start a fight, you're going to start in a little bit further distance. This is a good time for people to get their kicks off. So if I notice they have really good kicks, I'm going to start to close that distance and try to stay within my punching range. If they still choose to throw kicks, I have the advantage because I can come over top and counter. Otherwise, if they try to keep that distance, they're just going to start backing up. Next, and the most common line of defense, is checking and blocking. If I'm blocking a kick to the body or to the face, I always want to use two arms. One is tight and one meets it at the same time. You might get away once in a while with doing a single hand block, but if the person's good or if they hit hard, it's going to do a lot of damage. So you have your blocks here. Two arms against one kick. In order to be ready to check the low kicks, try to point your toes forward a little bit more. So you can check out here, and then you can also check if they go for the inside kick. And you're always staying ready, not letting them get off any free kicks. And when you get good with blocking and checks, now you can use those with your counter strikes. One of my favorites is to check the kick and go back into a kick of my own. Check, land, and strike. With the body shots, I like to block here, and now it also loads me up to throw across. Or I can load up here, block, and land a strike of my own. But again, you need to make sure you're in the right range, and you need to make sure you're strong and have a sturdy block. Now this last defense is one of my favorite against round kicks. If I notice my opponent is good at aiming for my open side and is throwing a lot of kicking attacks here, I like to match them with a back kick. It'll protect me here, and I can beat them to the punch throwing a straight kick. So you really have to time it, make sure your distance is there, so when that round kick comes here, I beat him to the punch. Draw the kick out of him, and beat him to the punch. That's the series on roundhouse kicks. We've covered everything from basic drills and techniques all the way to more advanced strategies. Make sure you keep up with all of them. Improve your basics and keep working on the advanced strategies and make it work best for you. By this point, you know just about everything you're going to need to know for round kicks. Now we'll go over some defensive work. Not only so you're aware for when you attack what an opponent might defend with, but in case you come up against